up today. Have you always wanted to start a book club but just aren't sure how to go about it? No worries. Today, a pro is going to share her top 4 rules to creating a club that's so fun you know that everyone you know will want in.
That's true. Carole Barrowman is the author of 7 books. She's also an English professor at Alverno College and a contributor to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. She's here to help us get on our way to that book club. Good to see you.
Nice to see you guys this morning.
Author of 7 books. Do you
I
like
know.
that we
I'm
listed
exhausted.
the number?
I know. It's great that you listed the number.
Most
it makes me
people
feel
can't get
special.
To 1. And you bring 7.
I just, you know, verbal diarrhea.
Yeah, there you go.
It just keeps coming out.
Do you recommend, when somebody asks you, because obviously everyone always asks you what book they should read, and clearly you always have a new list for new times or new ideas, but is there one book that's always your go-to, like you have to read this?
You know, it's horrible. It's like picking your favorite child, which of course I'm happy to do occasionally. I have two authors that I always say. Toni Morrison and Cormac McCarthy are 2 of my favorites.
They're both mystery?
They're literary writers in the sense that they don't write in the genre. I mean, I think mystery writers are literary too, but you know, they're more sort of traditional kind of the books that you might get assigned in college. If you haven't read either of those authors, pick any of their books. Toni Morrison wrote Beloved.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oprah was a big fan of hers.
Huge fan, and I am also a big fan of Toni Morrison.
McCarthy wrote...
Cormac McCarthy wrote No Country for Old Men and The Road. The Road. Awesome book. Awesome book. Tough books. Don't read them if you're having a, don't read The Road if you're having a bad day.
That's not going to turn your bad day around.
Yeah, not going to turn your bad day around at all.
I like your tips for forming a book club because it's a good way to get started. If you haven't started one, these are good. But I think even if you're already in a book club, some good reminders. Starting with the
bless you.
Oh, bless you.
And again,
our books about.
I'm allergic to reading.
Allergic to me.
Are book clubs more about the readers or about the book?
You know what? I think it has to be about the readers, and the book is the way that you're bringing everybody together. Obviously, if you just wanted to have a party, you could have a party. So there's got to be a book at a book club, right? That's number one. But I think if you pick a moderator, that's my first tip. Pick a moderator and then let that person take responsibility for choosing that first book. Short is good. You can even watch the movie because you want people to come.
Yeah.
You don't want it to feel like it's homework.
Cliff notes are okay.
Cliff notes are fine. You know, it's like, don't feel like, oh, I can't come, I didn't read the book. And just know that there might be spoilers, and that's too bad because you didn't read the book.
Watch the movie.
That's your fault.
Watch the movie's good. Audible books are great. All of that kind of stuff. The other thing is pick a book that's got a big controversy or a big issue because then it gets meatier and the conversation's better because then you can veer away from the book and actually just have a kind of a cool conversation. Invite the author.
I love that you always say this.
I
think most people don't ever think of it, or they just think, well, why would the author be interested in us? But you say they'll even Skype in sometimes. Not necessarily show up,
They can't always show up, but I know a lot of authors that are happy to Skype in, and if it's a local author, invite us. If you've got some wine, I'll come to anything.
That's pretty cool.
Wine and chocolate.
Wine and chocolate.
That's your tip.
That's me.
For sure. And you say mix up members, invite new blood, because some people get real stuck on their group.
Well, like I was thinking because of the first book that I picked, that if you have a book club and then your daughter has a book club or one of your older children has a book, put them together. Mix up the new blood. Invite another neighborhood's book club and come in and join the mix.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Now we got some books we're going to recommend, right? And so these are good for a book club in general.
They're good for any book clubs. This first one is good if you're having a bad day. This is a historical and hysterical book. It's a guide to vice and a gentleman's guide to vice and virtue, and it is a YA teen novel, but anyone should read it. And it is like laugh out loud, guffaw funny. It's a very modern sensibilities. The main character is an aristocratic lord, and he's bisexual, so his father sends him off to Europe to straighten him out. Okay.
Europe is the best place to do
that, right? It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. It's sexy, it's a romp, it's a swashbuckler, it's kind of Three Musketeers-ish. I highly recommend it. It would be a hilarious book club, especially right now when things are feeling a little heavy for everybody.
Okay. I like that. What about the best we could do?
This is a graphic novel, and I picked this one because I think sometimes readers like it when I push a little more off on the edge of the envelope for people. This is a graphic novel, so it would be a relatively fast read. It's about a Vietnamese family that flee Vietnam in the 70s. You need some Kleenexes for this one, but it's wonderfully uplifting at the end. It's a really, really beautifully illustrated and written story. It's a memoir.
Yeah.
So nonfiction, that one.
The Dark Net.
Super scary. You are not gonna, so not yours.
No, not
yours.
Not for Molly.
Not for Molly. Benjamin Percy, it is basically, the idea is that our cell phones are sucking our souls from us and letting demons into the world. But so it would make for a really good conversation because it's all about technology and how is it really affecting our humanity. So as well as being a scary read, it really raises some important sort of social questions.
Right.
Is it more adult?
It's adult.
Oh,
but
okay.
you know, I think if you've got a smart teenage kid, any of these books are perfect for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Sulfur Springs?
Sulfur Springs is sort of raises some issues about immigration. It's set in Arizona. Another Minnesota writer, actually, a wonderfully written book. This is a mystery, and I think mysteries are great for book clubs because mysteries are all about moral questions. And so I highly recommend this one too.
Okay.
Well, and with a more local author, again, that might be somebody who's willing to Skype in.
I know he will Skype in.
Really?
I know that for a fact.
So pick that one, and then what's the best way to find them? Because do you just Google them?
Almost all these authors have web pages, and you could just go there and Google them, send them an email. They're like me.
Yeah.
We love it when our readers get in touch with us, and so they'll get back to you right away. I know that.
Oh, that's great.
I like that. People can get in touch with you. You answer people's emails, which is so nice. You have a website. It's barrowmanbooks.com, author of 7 books.
Yay!
She's also on Facebook, Twitter, and Goodread, which is fantastic. Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks
Nice
for
to see
the
you.
book club tips.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.